Hey guys, welcome back to the barbecue patio. Today I'm going to be smoking myself some beef short ribs right there on the pit barrel cooker. These ribs are fantastic and they are so delicious whenever they're cooked there on the pit barrel. I did a pair of these, or actually a set of these, usually come in 4. And the last ones that I did last week, they were individually sliced into 4 separate ribs. And I smoked those over on the pit barrel. It's been a while since I've done some, but man, they turned out so good that when we were back on that side of town this week having to do something, I told Abby, I said, I'm swinging by the butcher shop and I'm getting me another slab of those ribs and I'm gonna cook them. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So here are the ribs. That's a full slab this time. It is a prime grade beef short rib and I've already pre-seasoned them. I did that this morning first thing when I woke up, pulled them out. And what I did, I seasoned them just slightly different than I normally do. I used my SPG rub, my homemade SPG rub, which is salt, pepper, garlic. I put a little bit of that on there. And while I was at the butcher shop, I went ahead and picked up some of the Heath Riles beef rub. I wanted to try a little bit of that too. So it's a little bit of the Heath Riles beef rub with my SPG. And before I put that on there, I put a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce on there and just kind of slided it over the whole thing as a binder. It'll give it a little bit more bite there too as well. But these things are excellent. They're really hard to beat. They do have a lot of fat content with these ribs, just how they naturally are. So they are a pretty fatty piece of meat, but they're extremely tender and very flavorful. They are so good. So I'm really excited about doing this right here. So I'm gonna bring you along for the journey. It should be a pretty quick video. I'm just gonna give you some highlights of what we're gonna be doing. So this is the large chimney right here, and I've got it approximately 3/4 full of Kingsford charcoal. That's all you need right there. All right, and then this is the basket, charcoal basket. It goes down in the pit barrel. So once we get our charcoals burning in kind of hot, I'll dump them in that, lower them down in there in the pit barrel, and we'll go ahead and we'll start our cook. Okay, our charcoal is looking about ready the way I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it and bring it over there, and we're gonna dump it into the coal basket. I don't go all the way until they're ashed over. You take it too far, personally. You still want some of those to burn in. So I dump those along the bottom there and just try to equally spread out the hot coals over the rest of them right there, just like that. And this will be good for about 4 hours. And if you need more heat, then you just take everything out. You just light up another basket of charcoal and dump some in there later. All right, that's looking good right there. Now this is a piece of pecan wood. I've already used it a little bit, but it's still good. It's all I'm gonna use for some extra smoke. You don't even have to have that. Honestly, just the charcoal works just fine and gives it plenty of smoke flavor. Just like that. And then what I'll do is just go ahead and take the grate. We'll set it on there. I'm gonna give this about 5 minutes and let it get hot. And then we'll set the beef ribs on. All right, we've been rolling 5 minutes. I just brushed the rack and we have got our beef ribs and they are looking beautiful already. So let's go ahead and set these babies on here. Good look at them. I'm gonna set them right in the middle. You can hear that sizzling already. And I want to close it up. I don't want it to get too hot. So I'm going to start my timer and monitor, but this is probably going to go about 4 hours here on the pit barrel. All right, so as we kick off our cook there, I wanted to point out, so the lower vent down here, that is open approximately 1/4 to 1/3 the size of the hole right there. That's about where it needs to be. All right, and a lot of people ask me, what temperature does this cook at, or what temperature do you cook at on the pit barrel? And I usually tell everybody, you can regulate temperature a little bit on this, but this is more of a set it and forget it type of cook. It depends on how many charcoal. Now you can put just a few little charcoal down in there and have a very low temp. That's not generally how I ever use the pit barrel. The way I showed you, the way I did the charcoal, about 3/4 of that large chimney, and I always burn them in until they're about halfway ashed over. The top of them aren't quite burned in yet. This is going to run right around the 300 to 325 degree temp range, the way I got the charcoal there. The more charcoal you put in there, the hotter it's going to get. The lesser amount you put in there, the lower the temp's going to be. But this is a good temp right here. It's not an offset style, low and slow smoke. A little bit hotter than that, but I'm telling you, it turns out fabulous and delicious every single time. All right, guys, so we're just over an hour into our cook. Here's our timer right there. Hour and 5 minutes. And then this, I went ahead and set up a thermometer inside so that you guys could actually see what I was talking about. Okay, so we're running right now, it's at 309. It's been slowly dropping. It was up around 330 whenever I first put this in there. And so what I had done, I went ahead and adjusted the lower damper just a little bit, closed it up. You can see we've tightened it up a little bit from where we were at when we started. So that's how you're just going to regulate the temperature a little bit on this system right here. So let's go ahead and give them a peek. Oh, those are looking great. They're really pulling back from the bone, and you can see how the meat is raising up right there. Man, that looks good right there. So while we're in here, let's go ahead. I went ahead and got some fresh water in the Spritz bottle. Let's just go ahead and put a little bit of water right there on top of them. All right, and let's close it up and let it keep on cooking. Okay, so we've been running 3 hours or just under 3 hours in the pit barrel here. I've been monitoring the temps drop. That means I need to add some more fuel there to the fire. So I've got some charcoal going over there. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and refuel it. And those ribs are looking mighty fine. I just temped them a little bit ago. They're not quite there. They're right around 170. I'm just getting the temperature probe out of the way. All right, so there's a preview at our cook. You see how far away they pull from the end of the bone there? I'm just gonna set it right here in the grill. Already cleaned that off for that. So, take my lifting hook tool right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. There's a lot of fat that has dripped on these charcoal right in here. So those haven't burned through because I think the fat has just been cooling them down. But we're going to take our charcoal right here. Go ahead and add a few more. Just like that. That's all that beef fat that's burning right there. I'm doing this one kind of quickly because we got some flames there. All right, let's go ahead and set our beef back in there. And I'm gonna put our temp probe back in there, just like that. And we'll close it up. That'll snuff that flame down right there, okay? Close that up a little bit. So we got about 30 degrees to go on the beef ribs there. So probably about another hour or so. All right, I think we are about ready on our ribs. So we've been going 4 hours, 13 minutes. We've been maintaining around 315 to 320 on our internal temp. And I think we are ready to pull. Let's go ahead and pull these. I'm sorry, remove the lid, and we're gonna temp it with our thermopop. Actually, I think there's a light. Let me see. Nope. There we go. My bad. Let me fix this and get it around so you can see it. There you go. 204. Let's pull it back just a little bit. There's a 200. See? 200, 201. So we're right there where we should be to finish off the ribs. There's 200. You can see flames are coming up because I took the lid off, so you're getting a lot more airflow through there. But the ribs are ready to pull. Let's go ahead and get these guys off here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pull these bad boys off. I just got my barbecue gloves here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. I cannot wait to cut into that right there. It's gonna be so good. All right, I'm actually gonna wrap these up in a little bit of foil just to kind of keep some heat in there. We're gonna go inside. Abby's got the veggies cooked, and I will slice into them and see how they turn out. We'll give you a shot of them.
I burnt those to a crisp.
Lola's coming to check it out.
She's probably disgusted by it.
So Abby just pulled the veggies out of the convection oven. This was her job. Don't those look delicious?
No, they look terrible. I'm sorry, that has tickled me. I had one job. I'm crying.
Lola.
Okay, so
Lola's not even looking over here. She's waiting for the ribs.
Do you want? She is. Ooh.
No, here's the A-bomb ribs. I wrapped them up because I was going to let them stay hot while I was waiting on the veggies. And Abby just served them up.
Okay, so 400 degrees for 30 minutes is too long.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
That's my bad.
That's all right. I got ribs to eat.
Okay.
It'll work. All right, so we've kind of calmed down after the Abby veggie episode here in front of us. She's been cracking up over that.
Let's see something that's not burnt.
This should not be burnt, so it's okay on the veggies. Like I was telling Abby, you know what? It's like fried chicken, but it's like fried veggie. Nice and crispy. Let's go ahead and check out the ribs. Abby's
perfect. They're perfect.
Abby's got her other dinner going on over there. She's got some beans going. She's gonna eat. She does not do beef ribs, just so everybody knows, because everybody always asks, "Where's Abby's?" She likes a fillet, and that's about it, or a hamburger, ground beef.
Yes, I know that's lame.
That's okay. Well, you think you can grab that foil, slide it over? Oh, it's hot. Okay, there we go.
They look amazing.
We got the old hickory sharpened up nicely. Look at that. You see that?
Of course I do.
You see that just going through that meat like that? Nice and tender. Let's check this out. Uh-huh. Look at that. Look at that. That is a rib right there. That is a rib. It's like a dinosaur rib right there. That is awesome. So I don't want to cut into those yet because I want to wait until I eat those. But I mean, here's a look. All right, here's a look at what we're working with. I'm gonna start with the big boy for my dinner tonight. These are gonna be leftovers for tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. These are excellent. I'm telling you. You slice this off the bone and then cut it up and just warm up in the microwave for leftovers. It is so good. I'm telling you, it's delicious. You'll love it. So that, I can't wait to try that right there.
It looks amazing.
It looks good. Oh yeah. It's gonna be good right there. Let's make us a little bit of room. And here we go. We are going to.
How happy are you right now?
Oh, I'm very happy. This is like true delicacy right here. It is always so good, and the way that I smoke it on the pit barrel just makes it so good. See that? Look at that right there. And you see all the juice, the fat dripping through there. Oh.
It smells so good.
All right, hold on. We got to go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and slice that right there. It's hot.
That was a big bite.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, isn't it?
And it's hot.
Yeah. That's his nod of approval.
Mm-hmm. That right there is hard to beat. It don't matter if it's brisket or a big old tomahawk or a ribeye. That right there is so good. It's got so much moisture in it, so much fat content, that it's just delicious. It's so good. The rub that I put on there with the SPG, and we got the Heath Riles rub on there, a little bit of hot sauce. I can taste that little bit of bite right there on the crust with the hot sauce. It's just delicious. This is so good. Excellent cook right here. I highly recommend try these, and you will not go wrong. This is so good. So
He's ready to eat.
yeah, I'm ready to eat. We're gonna get to our meal, and hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you had fun with us, because that's what these videos are all about. And we will see you on the next cook.